talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of function mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta, I still gotta.
Well, autumn starting to give way to the first hints of winter as we are at a chilly MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Jets at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
Hall again. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play action with Lawrence. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Jets, Mecole Hardman. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the national. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run with Hall. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Rodgers now on first down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Hall. And room there to work it inside the 25. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. If they're able to keep the quick pass in front of them, and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
In motion right, that's Hardman. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display.
And now it's blocked, and the Jags get it. And now the rookie's free. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And they'll go again with Etienne. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They run again with Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Jets 23, Jaguars 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Finding room at midfield. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Etienne once more. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Etienne up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
24-yard gain on the play.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A handoff for Hall. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Lawrence.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 74 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
In motion, the tight end.
Another tote for Etienne.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
steps away.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown.
Christian Kirk, 27 yards.
And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
The score, Jets 26, Jaguars 12. Logan Cook.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Rodgers now to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey,
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down and 6 now.
Rodgers looking to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Mecole Hardman
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner,
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here. Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Jets, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.